Back, this is P. It's Monday, November the 17th, 2025. You already see what it is in the title, the particular sneaker we're going to be reviewing, and just a quick versus battle for kicks. Shout out to all my day one YouTube subscribers, and if you're new, click the notification bell. That way you'll have an alert whenever we upload new content. Alright, so first of all, let's start this with the Raiders versus the Cowboys tonight in Las Vegas. Raiders, let's finally go. Let's try to win on the NFL tip. Comment below your favorite team. And it's crazy to see certain teams continue to win, upsets and all of that. But it's all good. NFL status, Super Bowl, Bad Bunny, halftime. Let's get it. All right, so also, this was mainly it. Sneaker resellers, my fellow sneaker resellers. Are we still in denial in the last few years? I mean, yeah, as far as general releases for this year, one of my favorites, the Jordan 5 Black Metallic, a win. I still have one in the stash. One of the shoes you wanted to flip with Jordan brand, if possible. Brick by Brick 4s, also the undefeated 4s, and maybe even the Jordan 5 Awakes, the pink ones more so than the black ones, which I reviewed. Check those out. Travis Scott's The Fragments, Aj12, who caught an L and who caught a W, comment below. And who's waiting on that restock tomorrow for a shot in the dark? But back to the resale game. Me and my friends that's into sneakers or reselling or collecting or run different stores and boutiques, the game has shifted once again from, before COVID. The Jordan value sort of decreased a little bit, but nothing like it is now, because the Dunks took over that wave. Like in 2023, early 2023, you still had Jordan 1s popping off, but then they just oversaturated the game. Besides the Lost and Founds and Travis Scott collabs, and a few other limited colorways like the black and whites. Even with some of the OG colorways, like this year with the UNC, which is, you can find those for $114, $124 now. And they're fire in hand. Premium materials, OG colorway. And we're talking about the UNC reimagined. But the Dunks took over for a second, 2 years, with the Pandas and all the different colorways, still with SB Dunks, which a lot of those, if it's not a crazy collab, you can go on Nike or to boutiques and shops and purchase those for retail. Or they're super low on Kiax, or Go, eBay, Finish Line, Flight Club. Not Finish Line, Flight Club, Finish Line. Flight Club, Stadium Goods, any of those platforms for reselling and buying. Okay, so here where it gets interesting. And keep in mind that during that time frame with the Dunks, you had the New Balance 550s that had a wave. In between last year and this year, the Asics, but they oversaturated it. But still, certain colorways hold crazy value, especially with the model 1130, the least expensive. Yeah, you can get the pure silvers or some of the other metallic colorways and flip those for $140, $160, $180, maybe online for $200 if you're lucky. But with the Jordan brand, last year, this is how it goes. The slight rant. Just bear with me. We're going to get into the comparison. All right. I think what surprised me the most was not any of the Ama Manarays, because they're still premium materials. We knew since the 12s release, the two colorways, the black and the white and burgundy. The black sold pretty good and the white and burgundy was premium, no resale value. pretty much on none of them. I think it was a few 5s with the 3s, and all of them are premium materials. Bet you're paying 250 some bucks plus tax or more with the shipping and all of that with some of these boutiques if you don't order them directly from Nike if they release on Nike's website. Okay, so here we go. Jordan 3 Black Cement OG colorway of Grail. We saw how that done last year. And you're like, oh snap, I ordered all of these. This is crazy. The 2018 pair was going for $325 and up. Then you move right along to the Christmas release, the Legend Blue, / Columbia, that had not released since 2014. OG colorways. These are ones Michael Jordan actually wore on the court. Yes, collectors get them. People can double up, but as far as that flip, no. Not even with tax time right around the corner. So then you're okay. The black metallics did good. Then it's the flu games. I may be forgetting one, but then it's the Jordan 12 flu games. These, you know, OG colorway released in 2018, retro in 2018. It has a meaning in the title, flu game, black and red, Chicago Bulls colorways. Nice quality, premium material. But they just released it, feels like a couple of years ago. And at first they flipped for 300, then 275, 250 at the most now, and they keep restocking every last one of these. So you're thinking to yourself, okay, I still don't get it. The OG Jordan 5 grapes with Nike Air on the back this time with the laces, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air style, right? Charlotte Hornets. What? They restocked every single day. Full size round. Clean sneaker. Nice leather, good weight. So you're like, man, do I still try? The shattered backboards.
Wow.
The shattered backboards, the quality was good, but it just wasn't exactly the same as the 2015 release. Or the hype or resale or the 2.0s. Those were sneakers that was flipping for 500, 600, 700, 800 a bucks.
Keyword was.
Cash out, Zelle, PayPal, cash in hand. Okay, so what's wrong with the game? What's wrong with it? So you still waited a while. Aqua 8s. Nice. OG colorway. We haven't even had any 8s to release, really. But see, it psyched you out with the undefeateds, because that was the first time they had retro. And it was perfect timing leading into the fall. And it wasn't a million pairs made. So yeah, that was a good one. Along with the Brick by Bricks, which was rated #1 for this year. I actually had a pair of those in hand, great quality, but what do you really wear with them? And it leads up to the Taxi, which we're getting ready to unbox now. And it released last week. You can easily walk in the store and online, get you another pair or your first pair, or multiple pairs for friends, family, holiday season, for retail. And it's crazy if you get rewards points under retail. Let's go. So we did a snippet of this unboxing, the Air Jordan 12 Retro. This is a size 10, which converts to a women's 11.5. These have not been retro since 2013. The flu games have, the playoffs, and various other retro and OG colorways. However, these have not retro since that time frame. So, it's a lot of hype to finally get these. A colorway that's neutral, it matches with everything, it means something, it's symbolic. It has some history with your OG 12 box and your brown, black swoosh, your tangerine orange lid. We flip it up, you have the paper and tan. And what do we have here? nice quality. Alright? I suggest going true to size. Maybe a half size larger if you have to. In my opinion, even though this is on a professional level performance basketball sneaker, it's not the most comfortable on all surfaces. Okay? And I realize a lot of individuals love this particular pair. It's fire. Let's get a close up on it. Let's go. Okay. So, 1997 season, Michael Jordan, the GOAT. Straight from the University of North Carolina, the Tar Heels, securing a championship 1982. 1984, the draft, rookie, Chicago Bulls, endorsement deal with Nike. Tinker Hatfield, Jordan 1, the first year, all the way up to the number 12 and beyond. So, this is when he secured his 5th championship ring. Keep in mind, 2 three-peats as consecutive championships in the NBA. 3 in a row. Took time off. 93, baseball. Remember? When the nines released, it looked like a cleat style. Came back with the 10s, which keep in mind, the shadows are dropping soon too. Don't let the other sneakers overshadow them, such as the black cats that squeal and squeak, and the gammas, and the Bugs Bunny 8s. But anyway, back to these. Came back, hopped right back in, more championships, right? Dennis Rodman era. Jordan, Dennis Rodman, Pippen, the rest of the players. Check out The Last Dance. If it's still on Netflix, or you can find it on ESPN or clips on YouTube. Check out my eBay store at P.oastman. Follow me on Instagram at P.oastman. Side notes. However, these released. So normally what you're going to get is colors that match the Chicago Bulls uniform, which is black, white, red. But you have colorway titles, and this is the taxi, white and black, hits of gold, a few hits of gold on the pull tab on the back, on the heel, and on this carbon fiber shank plate that was introduced with the Jordan 11, which is the #1 selling Jordan of all time. Get ready for the gammas. They are releasing other 11s now. Like it's about 3 other colorways. I think 2 are available now. For this season, early holiday season, leading to the holiday Christmas season. So we have nice quality leather on top in white, below it in black with a hit of the Jumpman right here, the reptilian skin, and this design right here represents the rising sun. All right, the stitching is vertical. See this little red Jumpman below your non-perforated toe box? It leads to Michael Jordan in red. Herringbone traction on the court. A little hit of that taxi yellow. The 23. Below it, like I mentioned before, you have the carbon fiber shank plate. Taxi yellow and black. Nice touch. You know, that's in the arch area, and in the heel, herringbone traction blacked out. Leading up to the heel. The rear, 23 in red. Jordan blacked out right here. Quality inspired by the greatest player ever, the GOAT. And vertically up, Michael Jordan once again on this pull tab. Gold hits with Jumpman on each one of these 2, and then on the medial side, 2 more up top. Skinny rope laces for your lacing system. Plush tumbled leather tongue in white. Then you have embroidery with the Jumpman, the 2, and the 3. Yeah, that's in 23, Michael Jordan's jersey number. That's why you keep seeing the 23 if you didn't know. And the same on this side. Check out my previous videos on the 2015 or 2016 Jordan 12 wings. Very similar, super premium material. I won that when Nike first started doing the draws, like the time draws that you can enter. That's DRAWS for certain hype sneakers. Okay. Size 10 looking good. Okay, so the interior. Your sock liner is in black. Behind the tongue is black. The footbed and insole is black with a Jumpman on the insole in red. And this is like a varsity red. Let me see if it has a title on the box. Nah, but anyway, so I'm gonna say it's either a gym red or a varsity red. All right, so how do you feel about these? Super clean, super crispy, right? Match up well with everything. I wish I still had my playoffs to compare those two. And I think it's like reverse. So whatever is black was white on the lower half, and the upper was a black tumbled leather. No hits of gold, just black and white, and hits of red, of course. But these are crispy. If these released back during that year, I would probably go with these over the playoffs, but I'm thinking the playoffs may have a slight edge. Comment below. But now it's time for your favorite, a versus battle. But before we do, remember I mentioned that varsity or jam red, just for kicks. It's getting a little chilly. I got the ceiling fan on. It's probably a good 60 degrees outside. We're gonna throw on this QZ, is quarter zip. Your favorite part. Bye-bye tech fleece. For now, anyway. Alright, back to this. Shout out to all my friends who support the channel and family. Hopefully everyone is staying blessed and getting ready for this holiday season. Thanksgiving, the season of giving. So, the content label Aj12, black and varsity red. And this is the only pair I have left. And it's super similar to the 2018. Oh, snap. How did you do that? Clown. Anyway, let's get Taxi and Flu Game. And one thing, it just seems like these are both the same size, but it seems like on the heel view that, and both of these are DS, it seems like the Flu Game is a little bit wider than the Taxi. I don't know, maybe it's just the color, but we're about to see. Alright, meanwhile, be making a decision. I would have to go with the Flu Games over the Taxi. However, the Taxis will match with fits a little bit better than this Flu Game. You really have to have a lot of red and black, or just all black, for these to match Chicago Bulls apparel. Black jeans, maybe even some plaids, some quarter zips. This one is probably more ergonomically wearable because it's black and white and it'll match up with anything. Not that you can't wear blue jeans or denim with these, but just like blue jeans, brown, violet, definitely gold. A lot of different fits. size 10 for both of these. Trey Jean is on the beat. Here's the vertical length view. Here's a view of the outsoles. And this varsity red is a little bit translucent on the outsole. And the carbon fiber shank plate is more subtle. Man, it seems like I like the rear of the taxi better than the flu game. The flu game just looks hard for the streets. I mean, it just definitely pops a little bit, especially with the blacked out tongue and the hits of red with the Jumpman and the 23. But you decide in this versus battle before we wrap it up. The taxi for 2025 versus the 2025 Jordan 12 flu game. This one gets the 10, 9.7. And just like that, both great materials. And hopefully, if you want these, you should be able to find both of these. And it's crazy if you get both for Christmas. Comment below if you're requesting both of these for Christmas. And would you actually wear this one on one side of your foot at the same time you're wearing this one? At least once, just for kicks. Or for some photos for the gram. But once again, it's all about the taxi. This is P.oastman. Let's go. Shout out to Intrigue, Aaron, Double A, Yunter Styles, Tiger Styles, Michael, where you at? Trey Jean is on the beat, Jay Dunn, getting it in MMA style. Stay blessed. We'll be back with some more. We got the Chicago 1 Low OGs on the way, touching down soon. Shout out to E. That's the little Erickson. And my mom, my sister, Pretty Butterfly, J Boogie. It's J McGee, the Sneakerholic. And also J McGee, Lil Deshaun. Whoa, let's go.
Ski.